Okay, so in this video, we will see how we can work with SharePoint library versioning, and this will work the same like we have used in SharePoint list. So with the versioning in whether in SharePoint list or library, we can track, manage information over the time. We can actually check the previous version from a document or from item history, and we can able to restore it, or we can see the difference what is there with compared to the previous version. Now let me open the SharePoint library. If you'll see here, this is the SharePoint library. We have products manual and we have some documents uploaded over here. One thing we'll remember here is in case of SharePoint library, so by default the versioning is enabled. If we'll go to the library settings, and then if we'll go here version settings, you will see here by default the versioning is enabled here, and it will create a major version. So in library you can be able to create major version and minor version. So but in case of list we can only create major version of a major version by in the list. And here if you'll see by default there are 500 major versions we are keeping, and we are not putting over there for the drafts or the minor versions. And so once you have enabled this, you can see here if I'll go to uh, the library again. So this is a document where we can check the version history. Same like in list, you can click on this link and you can see here version history, or you can select a particular document and then from here you can check the version history. Once you click on the version history, you can see here it is showing by this time there are 8 versions are available for this particular document. Now if you want to see if you'll see, there are two things you will be able to see here. One thing is you can see only the date is coming when the document is modified. The other one, if you'll see here, there is a property that we have changed. It is showing that thing. So if I'll actually click on this 7.0 version, you can see here it is asking me to open in Word. So I'm just opening in Office 365 Word, and you can actually see what is there in this version 7.0. But if you'll see, it is actually telling us if we can compare the version. So if I'll click on this, then we will be able to compare the version with the original version. So if you'll see here, this is the document, and this is the original document now, and it has the content you can see here like this. So that means if we'll now restore, then this will be replaced by this content. So this contents will be deleted and this will be there. So you can see here it is showing deleted this, and the information that in the revision it is showing. So you can also click on this track changes, and you will be able to see the track changes here. You can see here this is showing over here. I will just close it, and if I will just see the latest version, you can see here you will be able to see the content here. You can see this is the content that we have added. So this is the version which is now available or now published. So anytime you can select a version and you can see here restore, or if you want to delete any version, you can always click on this version and say delete. If you want to delete all the version of the documents, then you can click on delete all versions. So all the versions will be deleted from here. So this is a nice place where we can actually check the content with the previous versions, and if required, you can actually modify the document. You can restore the document to any previous version over here. So this is how we can you can see if you'll try to check any other document. You can see here now if I'll click on the version history, you can see here in this only this much is that this versions are presented for the document. So by default it is enabled, and we can actually check the version here. So this is how we can work with the version history in SharePoint Online Document Library. The same thing is there for the classic document library also. Only thing is to check the version, you have to go to the Files tab, and then you can see here the version history. If you'll actually click on that, you will be able to see the version history here. So this is how we can work with version history in SharePoint Online Document Libraries.